Welcome back, everybody, to DuckTales Remastered. Today we're looking for treasure in Transylvania.
Pack your bags, boys. We're off to Transylvania, and we're no coming back without the coin of the lost realm. This is it, kids. Draculesti Manor, home of the legendary Drake von Vladstone, heir to the coin of the lost realm.
Boy, it's kind of creepy out here, isn't it? Uncle Scrooge, we're not gonna break into this guy's house, are we?
Of course not, Louis. This castle has been abandoned for centuries.
Hey, look at this. The Junior Woodchuck guidebook says Drake von Gladstone was best known by his nickname, Count Dracula Duck. Is there really a monster in there, Uncle Scrooge? Don't be silly, Webby. Yeah, there's no such thing as Dracula. Right. He is right, isn't he, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course he is, Louis. Vampires, banshees, and mischievous spirits are just a lot of superstitious hocus-pocus. But you better stick close to me, just in case.
Alright, so this actual opening area has actually a few hidden treasures if you jump around in it. Like, has that red diamond there. There's a couple small diamonds over here. And if we go back to the little drawbridge, there is no second R in drawbridge. What the fuck are you talking about? We go back to the drawbridge. There's a large diamond there. So there you go.
Now you boys stay put and keep an eye on wee Abigail. I'll be back with the treasure in no time.
Aw, nuts. We want to come with you, Uncle Scrooge.
Don't worry. I'll be back with the coin before you can say e pluribus unum.
E purple bus who'um? Yeah, I'm not sure that's as fast as you think it is. Besides, why should we have to stay here just because Webby's a big chicken? Yeah, we're not afraid of whatever's hiding out there, are we? You boys are so mean. I'll show you who's not afraid of the dark. Wait, Webby! Oh no!
Huey, Dewey, Louie!
Will they be all right, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course. Everything will be fine, my darling. Wait here and I'll be back with the lads lickety-split.
Alright, so now we're starting the level proper here. So, we got Transylvania here, we got, skeleton ducks that like to, reassemble themselves from their bones and just crash into everything. Really easy to avoid. In that treasure chest there is, an ice cream, which will give you 1 HP. So I decided to skip it and save it for when I need it. There's treasure there. And what have we here?
Uncle Scrooge, help!
It's a ghost! No, not really. If it was actually a ghost, then how can I actually damage him? Shit, I almost had that. Oh well. It's actually a Beagle Boy.
I'm out of here.
Hey, that wasn't a ghost at all. It was a Beagle Boy in disguise.
Trying to beat me to my treasure, no doubt. But it'll take more than just an old bed sheet and flour dust to frighten off Scrooge McDuck.
Look, Uncle Scrooge, that Beagle Boy dropped something. It's an old piece of paper.
Twist me tartan. It's an ancient rune.
You mean like a magic spell?
Aye, lad. At least part of one.
Gee, I wonder who tore it into pieces.
We'll worry about that later. Right now, I want you to head to the front door and wait for me. I'll be back once I've found the treasure. Off you go, lad.
Okay, so we have to save Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and when we save one of them, that will net us a scrap of paper, which has some sort of magical spell on it. We get all 3 of those, we can move on the level. I do believe the NES version was structured similarly, where you had to save Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but you didn't get scraps of paper and shit. You just went to a thing and there was a boss. These mummy ducks here can be kind of annoying because, I mean, well, you can like pogo jump on them. Like, that is possible, but it's much easier to just use the, to use your cane swing on their little ball and chain. And sometimes that's the only way to take care of them if you're in, like, a tight corridor. Sometimes they just don't go the way you want them to go, and it's just like, It was that way in the NES version, so... Whatevs. And here I finally just say, fuck it, I'm just gonna pogo jump on you. Get some treasure that way. Go that way like a good little enemy. Now, over here is where the heart container is. So we are now up to our max health on this difficulty, 5 hearts, and that is cool. That will certainly make the game easier, which is good because we're playing on the hardest difficulty. I didn't time that right. If you do it right, you can actually knock the treasure chest onto that mummy duck's head and take him out.
Watch this. Part of the spell matches the inscriptions on this mirror. Ugh, if only I had all the pieces to this puzzle.
You don't have to go this way until you have all of the things, but that's just a little scene that you might not get to see. That, and I wanted to get that red diamond before I forgot. Mine carts! Everybody loves them mine carts. Ever since Donkey Kong Country was a thing, mine carts are all the rage. Which is funny because the NES version of DuckTales predates Donkey Kong Country by 5 years. Alright, you gotta make sure you jump out of here. Don't die. Now we get to our second nephew.
Uncle Scrooge!
Okay, it's the same setup, except now there's an actual ghost here. The ghosts are invincible. If you try to pogo jump on them, you will just get damaged. So, you're best off just avoiding them entirely.
Well, I guess you found me out. Oh well. You guys got any lunch?
No!
Okay. You don't gotta be all touchy about it. See ya.
That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. He was starting to look at me like I was lunch.
Well, next time he'll think twice before scrapping with Scrooge McDuck.
Speaking of scraps, he dropped this, Uncle Scrooge.
Ah, it looks like another piece of that torn-up sorcery.
Say what?
A magic spell, and it's nearly complete. Just one piece left to find. If only I knew where to start looking.
Well, that bungle boy did say this house has an illusion wall. Do you think he meant...
Of course, a secret passage. Oh, no wonder I've been having so much trouble finding anything around here. Good lad. Now, off you go. I need you to wait at the entrance with the others.
So yes, that's a hint that part of the challenge of this level is that there are secret passages everywhere, but I've already kind of demonstrated that.
I lost my hat on that one.
So here we go with another minecart section.
Is there no end to this madness?
I do like the minecart sections in this game because they tend to give out health quite regularly. So if you took damage for some stupid reason, you can pretty much almost always count on a minecart section to recover your shit. Now I meant to try to get on the lower track, because the lower track has more stuff in it, but I obviously messed up my opportunity with that. Alright, if you go to the right there, there's more treasure, but I decided I'm just going to say screw that crap. I will settle for what's here. If I can freaking get these treasure chests to appear. There we go. Now we fall down, and now we're back in the first section of the level. That's where that ice cream that I mentioned is, and I didn't need it, so that's why I didn't open the thing. And now we're going to continue here. Keep going to the right, and into the backyard, I guess. You gotta watch out for all of these ghosts, because they like to try and track you. So use their trackingness to your advantage, and you'll be fine. The only time you're in real trouble with ghosts is when there are multiple ghosts on the screen, or they are in tight corridors. Unfortunately, both situations happen in this level, which is kind of sucky, but whatever. Now, these coffins here, you can actually use your cane swing and knock them open. Sometimes they'll have treasure, but sometimes they'll have ghosts, which is why I'm not bothering with most of them, because I can't be arsed to remember which ones have treasure and which ones just have ghosts hiding in them. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. You're getting these treasures here, you need to be careful that you're not landing on a corner and failing to pogo jump. And here's third nephew.
Hey, Uncle Scrooge, get me down from here.
Okay, now we're going to throw two ghosts at you and see how you like it. Here's a hint, I don't. Because they like to track you, and because they like to track you, their hitboxes can be sometimes kind of bullshit.
Not so tough without your army helmet, eh?
Wait till the gang in Sing Sing finds out you were knocked flat by an old guy in his cane.
Thank you, lad.
Yeah? Well, you better be careful where you go poking around, McDuck, or you's gonna have much bigger problems than me. So long!
Now, what do you suppose he meant by that? Ah, it doesn't matter. Quick, lad, see if there's a scrap of paper lying about.
You mean like this one, Uncle Scrooge?
Exactly. This is the last piece of the riddle.
What to do?
That's what I'm about to find out. Quick, lad, go meet Webby and the others at the entrance. And all of you, stay put.
Alright, so we have all three pieces of the thing. And if you go up here, there's more treasure and such. Another difference on extreme difficulty is that there's a very limited amount of health pickups. Like normally, those two chests right there, the ones that I just opened that had the large diamonds in them. Usually, on the other difficulties, there's ice cream in those. And now I'm using the treasure chest that had the ice cream in it. This is what happens when you have knowledge of the freaking level. Okay, so now that we have all 3 pieces of this spell-type shape shenanigans, we can go back to that mirror that I kind of pointed out a few minutes ago. And see just what the hell is even up with that. You... We're almost there. It's just up here. Alright, now let's activate this freaking magical spell.
Luck of the ducks! I solved the riddle!
What riddle, Uncle Scrooge?
Boys, I thought I told you to stay with Webby.
They did stay with me, Uncle Scrooge. I'm right here. Oh, what a pretty mirror.
Aye, lass. And if I'm right, using this spell will reveal the foul perpetrator behind all these shenanigans. Magic out the spell. Ach, I should have known you'd be behind this.
Oh, Scroogey, my old friend, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is watching you run around making a fool of yourself.
What?
Oh, you really don't think you need ancient sorcery to find coin of lost realm, do you? No, I had Beetle Boys hide paper scraps to throw you off trail.
Why, you sneaky, conniving...
Please, save compliments for garden party.
What garden party?
The one I will throw in celebration when I get home with lost coin. So long, fools!
Gee, she isn't very nice. You said it, Webby.
All right, you kids stay here. I'm going to track down that witch and give her a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Alright, whatever. So this will teleport us straight to this point where there's a corridor with, a narrow corridor with freaking ghosts. And it's like, really? This is probably the most bullshit section of the level because of the stupid garbage. I still haven't figured out a way to get through it completely without taking damage.
Scrooge, why must you always meddle? That coin is mine!
Alright, so if I'm going to freaking do this boss with 1 HP, I have to clutch this out. Oh, jeez. So, Magica Dispel here has 3, I guess, sort of sections to each phase. The first phase, she does like this fire spell thing. The next phase is a bunch of mirrors. Third phase is this vulture thing. Afterwards, she throws this. And the cycle repeats, but the fire part of the phase gets more difficult. The ones that are horizontal, they will go 2 in a stack of 2, and the ones that go vertical, they could go 4. And it's 3 total cycles that you need to get through in order to defeat this boss. Pretty simple stuff, but watch yourself, especially watch your pogo jump on that, on the, vulture section of a, phase. You will see why momentarily. He thinly veils an upcoming death. See, now there's 5 of these, fire columns, and you saw 3 fire rows when they were in rows. Yeah, this mirror phase, all you have to do is wait for the mirror that Magica is going to get within range of your pogo jump. Really not that difficult. Alright, we got the... Fuck! Now I gotta do the whole boss fight all over again, which I've sped up. Just because I'm like, fucking seriously? What a fucking piece of shit. And it was my fault. Because hitboxes. It's me failing to be completely aware of hitboxes. Okay, we're at the same point that I died. And we got her.
These inferior mirror and beam spells. It's the last time I shop for spell ingredients at discount store. You haven't seen lots of magic at the spell. You may have coin of Lost Realm, but your #1 dime will soon be mine.
Alright, Transylvania done! And that, #1 dime, Magica's saying that it will soon be hers. That's a little bit of that there foreshadowing for, stuff that is going to be coming up soon of a thing. That's it, we beat 2 of the main stages now, so we have our second treasure, the Coin of Lost Realm.
Do you think Magica will keep out of our way now, Uncle Scrooge?
It's hard to say, lad. Folks like her have a way of popping up at the most inconvenient moments.
Well, when it comes to Magica, there's no such thing as a convenient moment.
Too true, Louis. Now then, where to next, lads?
Alright, we have our 2 additional heart containers, so it's time to move on to the other level. So next time, we will go to the African mines. Hey, maybe we'll meet Chris there. See you then.